Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. This is Panorama presenting the news. Let's see the top stories. Tension prevailed at Moray over the question of taking out the possession on ILP issue. MCS office, certain houses allegedly burned. And 7 fasting protesters picked off by police. Now let's see the news in detail. Tension erupted at Moray following differences of opinions between two groups of people over the question of closing educational institutions in connection with taking out the protest position for demanding inner line permit system at the border town today. SPs of Thawal and Chandal districts along with large people teams have reportedly rushed to the town. According to reports received from Moray, police are trying to solve the differences between the two groups amicably and bring the situation under control. Police have taken up adequate security measures to prevent any unwanted incident. However, as per reports received by the ISTV News, the office of Meitei Council Moray MCM and certain houses have been set on fire. Due to the rising tension, no one dares go out of their homes. Police are reportedly having a hard time in maintaining law and order in the border town. Sound of gunshots were heard from unknown directions, the reports added. 5 students and 2 other protesters who have been undergoing fast unto death at 2 different places until the inner line permit system is implemented in the state have been picked up by police with the help of medical team and child welfare committee today. Laisangthem Pratap Meitei and Laishram Gunindro, who have been on a fast unto death since the past several days at the waiting set opposite the Thau ground in support of the mass movement for ILP, have been taken away by the police. Laisangthem Pratap was picked up at about 2 a.m. last night and Laishram Gunindro was picked up around 5 in the morning today. When police came to pick up Pratap last night, a big confrontation occurred between a large number of supporters and the police team. During the melee, a vehicle belonging to the police was damaged. On the other hand, when the police team came to pick up Gunindro early morning today, a confrontation ensued between the supporters and the police team. The police personnel unceremoniously dragged Gunindro and put him on the police vehicle and drove away. Mayapabis of the local area expressed anguish over the way policemen always behave and treat the protesters in a very rude manner. On the other hand, after the 2 fasting protesters were taken away by the police, people of Thamaiban area came out and started blocking the road. Meanwhile, a person who claimed himself to be an employee of RIMS tried to block a group of newsmen, including a staff reporter of ISTV News, saying that they cannot collect news from the RIMS hospital. On being confronted why they should not be allowed to collect news and asked him to produce his identity card, he tendered an apology saying that he is sorry. On the other hand, hundreds of people came out and blocked roads at different places in support of the movement of JCILPS demanding inner line permit system and to save the indigenous people of the state. Today, protesters blocked roads from Lilong Bridge, Imphal Moray Road up to Kakwa at different points. Due to the sudden closure of the roads, people face a lot of inconveniences in passing through the routes. Pledging support to the JCILPS movement, different forms of agitation were launched at many places demanding implementation of inner line permit system at the earliest. More than 3,000 people and Merapaibis from different parts of Imphal East District, including Lausangkhong, Sekta, Pungdongbam, Yorubung, took out a long serpentine towards possessions from Lausangkhong and proceeded towards Sawombung Thongkong last night. Those who took part in the possessions shouted slogans like implement inner line permit system, save the indigenous people of the state, etc.
Long live! Long live! We do not vote! We
I'm ready.
Telero.
Editor ka late.
Some say huzik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy.
Relax. Perfectly straight. Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung dasu align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow, huzik su straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock to you, rock to you.
Now let's see some national and international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced a new scheme as part of various measures for the welfare of Indian diaspora living in the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Addressing a large gathering of Indian aspirates in the International Cricket Stadium at Dubai last night, the Prime Minister said a welfare fund for diaspora is to be set up to help them legally so that they can deal with problems. Modi said the Indian mission in UAE has also set up an e-migrant portal to help Indian migrant workers and an online platform Madat to assist them. He said he has instructed the Indian embassy in UAE to solve the technical problems faced by the e-migrant portal in 1 month's time. While addressing Indian diaspora, Modi reiterated Indians' fight against terrorism. India and UAE have also decided to have strategic partnership in the field of defense and security and form UAE India Infrastructure Fund to boost investment. This was announced yesterday at Dubai in a joint statement issued by both the countries at the end of 2 days bilateral discussions. Indian Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar told reporters that the two nations rejected extremism and any link between religion and terrorism. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister's returned home after his 2-day visit to UAE in the wee hours today. During his visit, the held talks with the country's top leadership and addressed an investors' meet. This was the first Indian Prime Minister visit to the Gulf country in over 3 decades. India's First Lady President Pranab Mukherjee's wife, Suvra Mukherjee, died on Tuesday. She was 74. She was suffering from respiratory disorder. She was also a heart patient and had been in the intensive care unit. She was under treatment at the Army Research and Referral Hospital, Delhi. Suvra Mukherjee died after a cardiac arrest. She was on ventilator till the time of her death, hospital PRO Sanjay Kumar said. Suvra Mukherjee was born on September 17, 1940 in Jessore in Bangladesh and migrated at the age of 10 to Kolkata. She married Pranab Mukherjee on July 13, 1957. They have a daughter, Sarmista Mukherjee, and two sons, Abhijit Mukherjee and Indrajit Mukherjee. The eldest son, Abhijit Mukherjee, contested from the Zangipur in West Bengal in the by-elections and became a Congress MP when his father vacated the scene of Zangipur. Suvra Mukherjee has written 2 books, Chokar Aloy, a personal account of her close interaction with late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and Chena Achenai Chin, a travelogue on her visit to China. Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has said the bombing of a shrine in the capital Bangkok on Monday was the worst ever attack on the country. The attack killed at least 21 people, including foreigners, and scores were injured. Prayut said the perpetrators had not been identified, but that police were investigating one suspect seen on security footage at the shrine. The bomb targeted the Irawan Hindu shrine, a major tourist attraction. It was detonated at about 19 local time 12 GMT on Monday when the shrine and the busy Racha Prasong Junction where it is located were crowded. This is the worst incident that has ever happened in Thailand, Prayut said. There have been minor bombs or just noise, but this time they aim for innocent lives. They want to destroy our economy, our tourism. All 54 people on board a Trigana Air aircraft were killed in a crash 2 days ago in Indonesia's Papua province, the latest in a string of aviation disasters in the Southeast Asian archipelago, officials said on Tuesday. Major General Hieronymus Guru, Operations Director at Indonesia National Search and Rescue Agency, told a news conference in the capital that the passengers' remains were being put into body bags and recovered. Officials have declined to comment on the cause of Sunday's crash until the results of an investigation by the National Transport Safety Committee. But Guru said the terrain in Indonesia's easternmost province may have been a factor. There's the possibility the aircraft hit a peak and then fell into a ravine because the place that it was found is steep, he said. Well, that's all we have for now, but before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. Tension prevailed at Moree over the question of taking out the possession on ILP issue. MCM office, certain houses allegedly burned. And 7 fasting protesters picked up by police. Thanks for joining us, and for more updates, please stay tuned.